The Star Wars Rebels episodes Wolves in a Door and A World Between Worlds introduced some very interesting new ideas about the Force and potentially hyperspace into Star Wars lore. Twice now we've seen loth-wolves teleport across Lothal seemingly through hyperspace. That took them to a place that is at least very similar to the World Between Worlds, and then back to Lothal. The second time they teleported, Ezra heard the voices of his friends from the past as he traveled through hyperspace, not unlike the voices he heard when he spent more time in the World Between Worlds. I've already talked about everything I can figure out about that place, but today I want to talk about hyperspace, because this all got me wondering, is hyperspace an aspect of the Force? We know that the Force itself is created by all life. It is a part of nature, if not nature itself. And now we've seen two creatures who seem to be able to access hyperspace completely naturally. The loth-wolves most recently, but also the Purrgil in the Season 2 episode The Call. In that episode, Hera claims that their ability to travel through hyperspace inspired sentient beings to study them and develop the hyperdrive. So hyperdrive technology was developed after researching a natural and potentially Force-powered phenomenon. And now we've seen that the loth-wolves can use their version of hyperspace to access the World Between Worlds. Their hyperspace tunnel looks exactly like any other hyperspace tunnel that a ship travels through, other than the fact that you can hear voices. Hyperspace has always been described as an alternate dimension, but is that just what people said because they didn't understand the truth? Do hyperdrives actually access the Force to work? Is it similar to the World Between Worlds in that it allows for very fast travel across an entire galaxy? I want to jump over to Legends material for a second because there is some precedence for this. The Reeftaan species were an ancient, technologically advanced race that developed the first hyperdrive technology that was powered by the dark side of the Force. They were able to use it to travel to other worlds with strong Force signatures. My current theory is that the World Between Worlds works in a similar way, allowing travel between various worlds or specific locations that could be considered nexuses in the Force. Maybe there's something to the legend of the Reeftaan and their development of the hyperdrive, and by the way, their homeworld is currently considered canon. For now, this is all conjecture on my part. Watching Wolves in a Door and A World Between Worlds made me start to look at hyperspace differently, and I wanted to explore what it could mean. If hyperspace is actually some sort of aspect of the Force, could it open up new Force powers for individual beings? Could a Jedi, for example, learn to effectively teleport, or could they access the World Between Worlds at will? It's possible that we saw Yoda appear there without a portal. Maybe power like that only becomes available if you're part of the Cosmic Force, like a Force Ghost, or maybe I've gone completely insane. What do you think? Is hyperspace powered mystically by the Force, or is it powered purely through science and technology, or is it somewhere in between? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out my Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.